Brian gave
To
me a
order.
thumbs up. All right. Finance Committee meeting for April the 1st, 2024.
Do you have a microphone?
No, but it sounds like
It
one.
does sound like it.
Counselor Jones.
You did. I knew I could hear amplification. Okay.
All right. Sorry.
I'm here.
Counselor Jones. Gwaltney. Alaman. Smith.
Here.
Harden. You got 3.
So we're in like a band right now, and so we've got our microphones that are.
Sing a little
Well,
bit.
hopefully I can hear.
He's got to get the
myself
mix. He's got to get the mix worked out.
talk. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Sing a little bit.
I'm gonna start singing. All right. So thank you for being here. We're hanging on to a quorum, but we do have a quorum. Do we have a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes from March 18th and approve them as distributed?
So moved.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. We know who did that. So it's not gonna be.
Female, male.
Yes, so any questions? I do have one quick thing on the council minutes that came back. There was one thing we need to correct before the next meeting, so.
But not on the.
But not on this.
Okay.
This is just on my brain. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed at the same time. That's 3-0. And I don't think we're gonna have a long meeting, but we'll see. Old business 2006-23, request for consideration of city manager. Mr. President?
Not a whole lot new, but I did want to thank Jennifer and Barry for sitting out at the table at Taste of Homewood the other night.
Racking
And
up those
Carlos
signatures.
for a little while before his daughter got sick.
And allergy.
And they got a lot of signatures, got us started down the road a good ways. Obviously, everyone, feel free to. Perfect. If you got more, feel free to give them to me. And just keep working on those, and we'll keep working towards it. One other just item, I believe I'm going to be speaking at the May Chamber luncheon about this. So if you hear anyone that has questions or anything, you can tell them. Come to that.
Do you think we can probably maybe get some signatures?
We're gonna have the petitions there, or the chamber is gonna have the petitions there, really at all their meetings from this point forward.
And I also have us a tent reserved with Rusty for We Love Homewood Day, so we'll be out in the park all day during the festival fair / thing. So we can sit out there. And I think, unlike Taste of Homewood, which is really people from all over, it's not just necessarily people from Homewood, We Love Homewood Day will be pretty heavy, just Homewood folk. So that'll be, I think, a good place to get a lot of signatures. So I have that set up for us. So.
And I will also say that we talked to so many people who were young, did not live here 4 years ago to vote in the last municipal election, but who were very much in favor of this and would be voting for it. So the conversations are good conversations regardless of whether you guys can try to put a petition.
Yeah, right. Because they really, once they heard what it was, because many of them said, well, we didn't get to vote in the 2020 election, but they were like, what can we do? We're like, vote for it when it comes up for a vote. So there's lots of people who weren't able to sign
But to
the petition.
reiterate, this petition is just
Yes.
to allow people to
allow the
vote.
vote. Right,
Not that you
right.
support it or
No, it
against
means
it.
nothing.
So
It just
make
means
sure
allows
that
us to be on the
everyone-
ballot.
Make sure I know we've said that like a broken record, but.
We will.
But
Trust
I've
me
still
when I
had
say, Walter,
people ask me.
Jennifer and I said it on repeat
Yes.
all night at Taste of Homewood. This
Perfect.
is just to allow a vote on the issue.
Got it, okay. Okay, thank you for that update. We'll carry it over for additional information, and thank you for all the work on that. And we've got Deputy Chief Broadhead on all these other items, so let's go ahead and work through these. 11/02/24, the bid opening date for the 22nd. You sent me the bid documents, everything looked good, so we'll carry that over pending the bid opening.
We've had really good response so far. We've met with 6 companies, showed them through the buildings. It looks like we're gonna get a good response to this.
Okay, great, thank you.
Hopefully it's a great price for us.
Okay, thank you. So we'll carry that over for the bid opening. Moving to new business, 09/03/24, request for consideration of budget amendments for FY 23-24. This is, let me, okay, so it is for a request to transfer $40,000 from salaries to wages. Is that correct?
That's correct. This would allow us to hire part-time until we can fill our full-time administrative assistant position. Ms. Karen has showed interest in coming back to fill that until we can find the right candidate.
She just retired, right?
She did.
Yeah.
She's been out 30 days.
Okay.
It's not a real good list, so we're working
You
through the
got a
process.
90-day limit on that.
90-day limit. Just part-time?
Yeah,
I'll have to work
it's
through
a
that.
revolving door.
This is my first part-time hire ever since we've been here, so I have a lot of questions. But this was step number one, getting money into our wages account.
Just to make it possible. I would make a motion to approve the budget transfer.
Second.
Okay, moved by Ms. Smith, second by Mr. Waltney. Any other questions on that? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by the same sign. That's 3-0. That passes. And our last item, 100324, request to authorize the mayor to sign agreement for Fire Station 3 addition. You sent me that. I did not get a chance to send it out to everybody, but it's been budgeted. Mr. Kendrick is already reviewing the agreement, I believe.
If not, we will make sure he gets his.
Okay, I thought you already had it. The mayor is aware of it as well. So this is all,
This is the
okay,
budget.
well, we're gonna send it to
I
you
got a copy
tonight.
right now, and I'll
Got a
make sure
copy.
it's-
So are there any questions that we can answer on that? I can pull up the agreement.
And this is what the bid process is going to be for?
No,
No,
so
this is
yeah, this
different.
is just starting. So
Okay.
this is the owner, the architect, they're gonna put the design phase for us and then put it to bid.
Okay,
So
so this is
we're-
just gathering the
Yes,
specs for
we are
it.
just at step one.
Okay, all right.
The mayor agreed to split it between this budget and next year's budget.
Okay.
So we're hoping by the end of this year, we have you a bid in place and ready in case we need to make any adjustments.
Okay.
And you
Alright.
sent it to Mr. Kendrick on the 13th, so that's when he sent it to you.
All right, so pending review,
It was memorable.
pending Mr. Kendrick's review, I would make a motion to approve having the mayor sign that agreement.
Second.
Okay, very good. Moved by Mrs. Smith, second by Mr. Gwaltney.
That's all.
And I'll be happy to forward this over to everybody, so you'll have a copy of it if you'd like to review it. Okay, it's been motion seconded. Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed by the same sign. That's 3-0. And I believe that is all we have tonight. So, without any further ado, we'll adjourn. Thank you.
Yep. Just get on. Take over from there. Then I'll just cut you out so you don't have to. It's all the chat. I'll do that. Okay.
I'm just sending it to the two of y'all. Just
Okay.
let them know so you'll know what you can talk about.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, boss.
Never started.
How do you function with this?
No, you do, but we're hanging on the corners here.
You ready?
Public Safety Committee meeting for April 1st, 2024. Councilor Gwaltney,
Here.
Wolverton, Jones,
Here.
Nelms,
Here.
Harden. You got three.
Party of three. Yeah, that's right.
Story of the night.
So at this time, I'll entertain a motion to dispense the reading and approve the minutes from the Public Safety Committee meeting from March 4th.
So moved.
Motion by
Second.
Councilor Nelms, second by Councilor Jones. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, 3-0. We have no items under old business. Under new business, we have one item, 110324, request for consideration of no parking, striping, and signage near 1665 28th Avenue South. Kel Smith. Brian, do you have the picture to share as well? There we go.
Would you like cream and sugar in your tea?
Oh, thanks. Appreciate you.
Yeah, so we got a request, a couple of different requests from a couple of different folks that said there was a vehicle that was parked here on 28th Avenue South most days when school lets out, and it prevents school traffic from seamlessly getting in and out of Central. So like cars are having to navigate around the vehicle that's parked there.
Oh, is
On
it the
the
big
street.
truck?
I don't know the vehicle.
Okay, it was there all the time.
But the request is to stripe the curb and put potentially 2 signs up that says no
No
parking
parking.
between these signs.
Okay.
So that's all it is.
I can attest that there was a car parked there a lot. And it was a big giant pickup truck, which caused a lot of problems.
So when a car's parked there, cars can't get around to yeah.
And it's crowded
Yeah,
right
carpool.
there anyway.
That's right, in the carpool.
Yeah.
All right, are there any questions from the committee or anybody else in the room? Yep. It's fairly straightforward. All right. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Councilor Nelms,
Second.
second by Councilor Jones. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. The ayes have it.
Is there any
4-0.
cost, or we're just gonna handle that internally, I guess?
Yeah,
Okay.
Mr. Hamble,
I mean, it's just
y'all
paint.
instructed,
Perfect.
once it
Randy can do the
clears
signs.
council, so,
Okay.
3-0, positive recommendation out to council. And with that, public
Dang.
safety is adjourned.
This may actually be a record.
Let's go.
Okay,
Go for it.
Hey, take it easy, man. You're pressuring me, man. You're pressuring me. Ugh. Somebody go get me a water. Oh, come on. Don't do this.
Ooh, we're gonna win the award for having the most
I
people
mean,
here.
oh.
We got a whole 4 and not 3. Award-winning committee.
All right.
Yes.
Special Issues Committee meeting for April 1st, 2024. Counselor Smith,
Here.
Gear, Alaman, Sims, and Andrus.
Here.
We got 4.
All right, can I get a motion, for approval of the minutes and, without the reading?
So moved.
Second.
Motion for Mr. Sims, second for Ms. Anders. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
4-0, there we go. No old business, new business. Item 120324, request for consideration of a special Arts Council idea. We have Ms. LaBeouf and Ms. Parsons here to discuss from the Arts Council. Y'all come on up and give us a spiel. I've heard the spiel a little bit, but I'm interested to hear more spiel, so.
Hi, everybody. I'm Amber Parsons. I'm the chair of the Homewood Arts Council. My committee graciously voted me in this year, so you know what that means. So, anyway, we have
You get to come here.
we have a very, very cool idea for more visibility for the arts and for just for our city. And it's called Rainworks, and I believe Beverly has given a video, and I have some handouts. Lord knows I did not know how many to bring.
Okay.
However, how should I just start
Just,
passing
yeah,
these
just pass
down?
them and we'll just spread
And
them
I
out.
apologize, I did not have a stapler at home, so I just folded the edges. Here's one
No
more.
worries.
There's
when you first explained it to me, I was thinking like, how do the colors show up? No, totally now it makes sense.
It's just something super simple, and when it says to make people look forward to rainy days, and just very lighthearted messages.
Yeah.
And nothing, and like I said, the FAQs are there. It's not harmful to the environment. You can make it go away pretty fast if you need to. And you can have stencils made. They have stencils there, but then you can have some made. And our hope would be that if this is something we're able to do, that down the road in a few years, it becomes something that's really Homewood.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I mean, I've never seen it. I had never seen this before.
Yeah.
So.
You can put, you know, a message or a picture or just a drawing, whatever you want, and it goes away in 2 to 4 months. It can
Okay,
be-
that's what it is.
It wears off.
Okay.
You know, so you would have to do it again, or you could move to another place. You know, I mean, if you want to sequence it
Yeah.
around town, do it on the plaza, and do it.
But to have messages that might
Just-
start just right around here.
And then, yeah,
And then
figure out
eventually,
how-
as it
Yeah,
goes
hopefully
somewhere.
becomes
If that
popular,
starts kind of fading,
it
maybe
grows.
move some over here and
Yeah.
just have it
Patriot Park.
pop up in
Yeah.
front of the park, or like in the 3 business districts.
Yeah.
Of course, west is the park too. So.
Yeah, but it kinda
So it'd be
combined.
all of it, but.
Did
But
Kirk
just
say,
like a surprise.
is it all of our, would any of the
Any place.
concrete anywhere in the city?
Yeah,
Sidewalks,
That's
really.
Yeah, sidewalks.
No asphalt.
And plaza,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
sidewalks, really.
And so, in terms of what y'all need from us, I know Beverly, you said that y'all kind of maybe wanted some guidance as to like maybe where.
Well, we assumed y'all would want to direct us.
I mean, we don't have a true
No.
marketing plan for it mapped
Yeah,
out,
yeah, yeah.
but our thoughts initially were that it would be something that you would see in the plaza.
Yeah.
And maybe just around here and start it there.
Yeah.
And just see how it goes.
And so
We-
y'all
we
just kind of
haven't
wanted to
gotten-
get a good kind of like
Well, yeah,
approval,
and-
just to say that
yes,
y'all aren't just out
yeah.
there guerrilla doing it.
No, we would not guerrilla do that.
And so
No,
y'all
but,
would
I
know
mean,
where we were gonna be.
We would definitely
Yeah.
have
We
a
would do a
marketing plan
schedule.
for it and a
Okay.
schedule.
Yeah.
And if it becomes something that people really love, maybe there's a contest, let's get your message in or
Yeah,
something like that.
okay.
So.
What about by the schools?
Yeah, that'd be great. I
Yeah.
mean, how fun
Unless
would that
it's
be?
disrupted carpool or the kids or something, you know.
Yeah,
we
well, I
have to
mean, since
be-
it's only during rain, I mean, it
Yeah,
seems like,
right.
you
I
know,
mean, it's
should
pretty
be, but-
cool. I mean, people,
yeah.
don't really get out on rainy days, but I don't know.
maybe this brings people
Well,
out.
sometimes you have to get out.
And you, who's doing the
It'll make it
application?
better.
You all are doing the application, or?
We would do the
Yeah, okay.
application, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any
And how
questions?
much does it cost?
Oh, yeah, like, I mean, and I assume y'all would take
We
that
would
from
have
your,
yeah,
the
we would
arts
take care
council
of the budget
budget.
for it,
That
and
budget.
purchase orders are approved, yeah, it's just kinda just getting the initial, is this
Okay.
They've got the product available, and you can order by the spray bottle or the gallon, and.
Okay.
I mean, so.
Cause it looked like the one little bottle, it was just a
Yeah,
tiny
you
little
can-
thing, but
yeah,
y'all
you
can get
large
bigger
ones.
size.
And they have already pre-made stencils of like
Oh.
a sun or a flower or a heart, but
Yeah.
if you want a message or you want
You have to
some
do
sort
No
of
those
little
illustration,
messages.
they can do it,
Right?
Yeah.
No
you know.
little messages.
Yeah, I think just like you said,
Yeah.
positive, fun,
Absolutely.
lighthearted.
Absolutely.
And I
yeah.
really think we'd need to store the product in one particular place with one particular person having access to it, so that
Yeah,
somebody
I don't
just
want it in
doesn't
my
grab a
garage.
bottle and
And go do
go
whatever.
something
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I mean,
I'm sure we could
It's gotta be
figure that out.
controlled, and we understand that.
Of course, okay. Walter?
So how do we control the message? Cause I mean, I did some research on this. There's been some like really controversial
Oh, yeah.
stuff put all over the country. And we've had issues with murals. I mean, I don't know. I'm struggling with who is going to oversee this and control the message and what we put out there. That's the part that I'm struggling with.
We don't have any preconceived idea of who that
I
would be.
mean, honestly,
They're-
we were gonna
it's
come
like,
up with lighthearted messages and
Yeah.
make sure everybody's okay with it. We would
Yeah.
never do anything without.
Yeah,
Well-
well, here's my theory.
Yeah.
Once y'all have your, assuming that we say A-okay for space, and I think I think you're right in the fact that the plaza in this area is the right place to start it, just to kind of test it out and see
Yeah.
how it goes. And since it's only visible on rainy days, obviously, you know, it'll be when it is, you know,
Yeah.
or when people decide they wanna throw water on the ground and see
Yeah,
what it
I
looks
mean,
like.
it's as simple as us coming up with some simple
Right.
messaging and everybody okaying it.
But is that something, Patrick, that you would just, like you and JJ, maybe when they get some ideas, let them run those past y'all to get the thumbs up, or how would y'all wanna handle that?
Yeah. We're open to whatever.
I think we have to think about that. I'm not sure that we want the city approving any kind of, approving or disapproving any particular messages, whether lighthearted, you know, hearts or
Right.
flowers or whatever, I think that's something we're just gonna have
Yeah.
to talk about. Cause I think Walter's right, there have been issues, not necessarily here, but all over the country where there's just been problems.
Well, I did not know that. I
Yeah.
will look into that.
Yes, I saw some of that.
There's always some.
Yeah, somebody's always gonna use something for.
Lightheartedness.
It's a control issue.
Different people interpret different things
Sure.
different ways.
That's right.
But if, I mean, if we're talking about hearts and flowers and like.
Smiley face. a
Smiley
patriot
face,
head,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe the thing is we just don't really want any words to begin with. Maybe start with just images and make them
I could
benign.
be super simple.
I mean, does that feel like, I mean, how do we, I mean, I'm
Or would
I
you
think it's
rather us
fun.
propose a plan? Would you rather us come
yeah,
up
would you
with
rather
an
them to come up with
idea?
some ideas and bring
I
them
think it
forward?
gets problematic when the city starts approving or not
Yeah.
approving
'Cause
things.
it-
So I
Right.
think this is probably either the Arts Council doing this or I don't think we ought to be involved as arbiters.
Yeah.
of
Well, and Melanie is the
good or
liaison,
bad
and
of anything.
unfortunately, Melanie's not here, but Melanie can, I mean, as the liaison, she can kind of weigh in on, you know, what
Yeah,
her thoughts
she
are.
directs us
Y'all would
very
have to
well.
give us permission to do it on the right of way.
Correct.
So
But as far as
that's-
what images are good or bad, I don't, I personally don't know any way to make that decision. Because what I think is good or bad may be different from what Walter thinks, may be different from
Yeah.
what, I just don't know how to make that on behalf of the city. So I personally would be uncomfortable doing that, because I just think.
But those are two separate questions.
Correct.
Right, because.
The
what
permission
I'm
to
hearing
work
is
is the
Permission,
right way.
permission, whether
yeah,
it's
that's
what
different
I-
than the
It's two
permission to
different-
do
yeah.
it, yes,
Versus
I
the
agree.
No problem.
dictating what's
And
allowable.
Even Berkeley said it sounded fun.
Yeah.
So.
Even Berkeley.
All we can.
My sounding fun is what we do at We Love Homewood Day around the little.
Yeah, I love the I love the
I
chocolate.
wanna
could do
know if
that.
they
We
have
could
one
do
of
the
Berkeley's
thing.
space that we can
I
put out
mean,
there.
we can get custom stencils, so
Yeah.
that's not rule it out.
All right, so,
I did have a follow-up
oh,
question.
sure,
too.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry. No, go ahead.
So, I mean, that's great. I mean, and y'all can, as I think, as they're saying, a council talk through the imagery and come up with ways to set that. In regards to the, the fading, it references, higher traffic areas, it fades quicker, 2 to 4 months. I just, you maybe said this, but just to clarify, so when it starts to fade, will y'all just let it fade, or is the plan to go in and like remove them? Is
I
there
actually
kind of like-
thought about that today, and I'm not sure about
Okay.
that. I mean, we can certainly. I
I-
mean, I would like to be able to have the actual product that makes it invisible, and then I'd like to have the product that actually makes it go away.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, so
on
is
hand.
there
Yes,
something that
you
comes
can-
that you can then actually like kind of wash it
I believe so,
away?
yeah.
Like a counter
I
agent
haven't
or
seen it
something?
on there, but I can't imagine that there's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
This would be my suggestion for what to do,
Mm-hmm.
is that if this is something that the council is good with, then we authorize the Arts Council to do this and let the and then just hand it off to the Arts Council to do it. Because I do think that it's better that it's sort of centralized in the Arts Council
Yeah.
rather than just saying, hey, anyone who wants to go do one, go do one.
Yeah,
No,
it has to
I'm
be,
gonna do it.
yeah.
So,
I'm a big fan of
so-
saying it's a committee so they can decide.
Me too.
Yeah, no, we
But
would.
yeah, I think authorizing the Arts Council to do this and then letting them determine what should or should not be, the images should or should not be is probably the.
So really, like here today, we're just literally deciding whether we're gonna give them permission, and then they'll take over that. And,
This is not something that would start right away.
yeah, and
We-
well, y'all, can y'all
Y'all,
like
we're
send,
booked.
just, yeah, I know, y'all got a
We have
lot
to
going
wait till
on.
we have our
Going
next
on.
budget.
But if y'all
so-
can like shoot, once
Through
y'all
We
do
Love
have a
Homewood Day, we are
timeline,
Absolutely.
just shoot us a timeline so we kinda know
Well,
what we're looking at.
We're also working on just a plan forward.
Okay,
kind
just
of a
kind of a
marketing budget plan.
plan.
What
Okay.
we wanna do
Awesome.
and expand the
It would
footprint
probably-
of the Arts Council, so that would be in it.
It might even run
Be
over
till
into the
next-
first next
Into first of next year.
The next fiscal year.
Yeah.
That's hard to say.
Definitely,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
And so, I don't need to know the information, but that would be a question I have about, like, maybe ask somebody who's already doing it and see
Yeah.
if they delete them essentially or erase them before they fade away, or how that does, just based on other practices.
I've
But
done,
this
I've
looks really
done
cool.
sidewalk
Thanks so much.
graphics at UAB, and that was always part of it, is when we did a sidewalk graphic, we had to have the plan to remove it.
Yeah.
And make it part of our presentation plan, so.
Well, I'll make a motion to move that out to council with, approval.
Okay,
So
thank-
say without recommendation, that's not what I want to
No.
do, with approval.
Thank you, Counselor Andrews. I got a
Second.
motion and a second from Mr. Almond. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
4-0, and thank you, ladies, for
Thank
coming in.
y'all.
We appreciate it, and we'll look
Very
forward to hearing it in.
Yes, this is.
All right, and with that, Mr. Segrist, we are adjourned.
5:28.